Exactly.
And then, or at least still put Miz and Reigns at the end.
Yeah.
Reigns is your guy. He's the big dog.
Yeah.
My yard.
I feel like they
main event in his yard.
They definitely could have ended with the Miz doing the Shield thing. That would have been more dramatic of an ending for me with the Miz and them
that
doing
been
it.
A perfect way to end Raw. We're like, oh, they gonna come back next week,
right?
You know, that cruiserweight thing could have been done really at the opening.
Yeah, honestly. And then Enzo could have just been going around backstage, upset and doing all this. They could have did a little bit more. So,
but I mean, out of 10, this Raw for me, it's 3 out of 10.
Oh, not a 3, dude.
Terrible.
3.
There's gonna be plenty more terrible Monday Night Raws on the way to WrestleMania until we get to WrestleMania season.
Wow, bro.
We don't have an active champion once again. And now we see the Miz resurging as the main person to uphold the show while Brock is on vacation, do whatever he wants to do. And no Cena. So,
bro, I'm giving
right now it's just Raw is just.
But there was some
very boring.
But look at the good parts. There, I'm giving Raw out of 10. I'm gonna have to give it between a 6 and 7.
What wrestling match did you see last night other than Reigns and Miz?
Dean and Braun, which was a good match. Rollins and Sheamus. Rollins and Sheamus was a decent match.
How many times have you seen that?
It's all right. It was a decent. It was a decent match. It was a decent match. Those are 2 good. The Miz, what the Miz and the Miz Taraj did.
Why?
No, that was a waste. That was a bum job right there. Even the women's thing, even though I didn't write much on it, I was still okay because now I was seeing the Discord and Sasha back.
The quickest we've ever finished up Raw. So this wasn't really much to talk about.
All right,
it's
man.
It's terrible, man. I mean.
No, I admit I'm just as upset as you that we don't have an active Universal Champion. That's really stupid. I really wish that Vince McMahon would just get off of Brock Lesnar and just be like. To me, it's like you're really giving the whole WWE to Brock Lesnar to do what he wants, and it's stupid to me. Like he's not. I can see if he was. I mean, he used to be consistent, but it's not like he's really out doing other things besides training. He could be training for UFC stuff now. But it was different when we saw The Rock, going out, and even then, The Rock never really left champion except for the 1 year when him and John Cena had the feud and did the rematch for WrestleMania, because I think he won the first year and John Cena rematched the second year.
You gotta be there.
Exactly.
Even if you're not defending the title, because we already see Brock, he doesn't wrestle on Raw.
No.
And then when he's there, he might get in a confrontation.
Yeah, he comes in to just have beef. If not, if he doesn't,
he gets to keep the title for 3 months without defending it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
How's that fair?
It's really not good. I really don't like that, and I really wish that they would do something about that. That's just really horrible booking to me. So we're going to leave that as it is, man. We're jumping out of Raw. We're going to take a quick break. We're coming back to tackle Smackdown, which I'm gonna just save it for when we come back on Smackdown. But so far, like I said, we've been doing NFL, college football. We're into WWE. Finished Raw. Going to SmackDown. I'm C. Moody with
D. Moody.
2 Moody's.
1 Duty.
Sports. We'll be right back. What's going on, guys? We are back with Sports Moods. 2 Moody's.
1 Duty.
Sports. We just finished up Monday Night Raw, and we're just going to dive straight into WWE Smackdown Live on Tuesday night. It started off continuing this Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon beef, and Kevin Owens comes out And he basically, in short words, he calls out Shane McMahon, calling him a coward altogether. But instead of Shane McMahon coming out, Sami Zayn comes out. And Sami Zayn is Sami Zayn. Really? Yep. Now we just talked about how underused.
Still on the roster? I didn't know that.
So Sami Zayn comes out to pretty much talk sense into Kevin Owens, saying like, and he's like, Kevin, like, you know, you're really losing your mind. And KO's like, no, I'm really calm right now, and I'm just gonna do more, you know, to Shane McMahon. But why are you out here? Kevin was like, Sammy, you haven't done anything. Like, since I've been here, I've had all these titles, and you haven't done anything. So it's like, what's the point? What's the point of, you know, you coming out here for me and whatever? So Daniel Bryan decides to just throw them in a match. I forgot how they built that together. I mean, he just was like, hey, we're going to put you guys in a match later on tonight. And that's how we kicked off SmackDown.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Sami Zayn because, you know, like I said, he's been so directional.
Facts.
There's no direction for him right now. So, and, I mean, the crowd loves him. No matter how long it is that he could go off the show for 4 months.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes out,
gets big hype.
He gets a big hype. Or if he's on there every week, he's gonna get big hype because people actually can respect his talent and what he's able to do. He's decent on the mic. He's got good ring skill, and we already know the history between him and Kevin Owens. But I was kind of confused at first when he came out. It's like, okay, so what role is he gonna play in this?
Right.
What's he gonna be doing? So, you know, to see them on SmackDown Live, to have both of them fight, you know, after they've had so many epic battles, I thought I did get a little bit excited about that. So, I really don't. I didn't know where they were leading with this, with him coming out.
I don't think it's nothing serious.
It's nothing serious. No. I mean, again, that's just to stick Sammy somewhere.
Yep.
Until they come up with the next.
And it just happens to make
sky idea.
Yeah, it just happens to make sense because of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's history together. Mm-hmm. So after that, we have Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger to build off the tension coming off of the past couple of weeks between Baron Corbin and Ty Dillinger, all in this whole United States Championship situation. Mm-hmm. So of course AJ is at ringside, and Ty actually comes out as the aggressor. He knocks Baron out the ring right before the match started. And so, you know, the match goes on. It's pretty a good match. Ty Dillinger is having some strong spots. And Baron gets knocked out the ring once more in front of AJ Styles, in front of the announcer table. And Baron decides to just throw water in AJ's face. So this, of course, makes AJ stands up. Mm-hmm. And so Ty decides to come out. But Baron Corbin throws Ty Dillinger into AJ Styles over the announce table. And for whatever reason, that simple throw into AJ Styles makes it so he gets counted out. He can't make it to the ring. And Baron Corbin wins. And then on top of that, while he leaves, because AJ tries to come in after him, he says that, you know what, I'm going to beat you and I challenge you to a U.S. title at Hell in a Cell at the next pay-per-view.
I feel it's building toward triple threat.
Really?
With
Dillinger I can see that.
And Corbin, because you can't just leave Dillinger out because he's been involved in a feud since the beginning of this after SummerSlam. Do you ever notice sometimes in the WWE though how sometimes they pick and choose their moments when they want to be aggressive with a count out?
Yeah.
Because sometimes wrestlers will go all the way around the ring and the referee ain't even count.
Yeah, that's true.
And then sometimes, like, when you know, you can pretty much predict when a match is going to end in a count out. Because it gets really close on the ref and he's like counting. And then it's like, okay, he's going to get counted out. Or if he's going to barely make it in there at 9. You know. And sometimes I think they do that in those spots to let the wrestler actually try to catch his breath and rest. All right, let me lay here for a couple of seconds. Let me get back up, regroup, get myself together.
Right.
But it was just weird. I was just like, okay, that shouldn't have been enough to not have Dillinger get back up.
Time. Definitely.
It wasn't like he slammed him into the stairs and he threw him into another person. So.
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't. But I see this going to a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell.
Okay. So next we had Jinder Mahal come out. with, of course, his Sin brothers.
Modern day Maharaja.
So he initially apologizes for saying, hey, I went too far last week. But then he goes back into the same thing. So, but now I will say this: after he did the same little thing, this is going to be Shinsuke's face after so and so the last photo. And the funny thing is, it freaked me out at the first because cause I saw his finger move first, and I was like, "Bro, did I pause this? What happened just now?" And so he stayed up there for a little bit longer. Then I saw it happen again, and I was like, "Okay, something's going on." Then that's when he finally started to really move, and then they realized that it was actually Shinsuke.
I was like, "Wait a minute, who put that picture up there?" Like,
so
I like how they did that.
Yeah, I did like that.
See how they built toward it.
But I wish they did it.
This happened last week.
Yeah, it should have happened last week, definitely. Especially with him doing the going too far. Shinsuke could have really built off of that and be like,
and the funny thing was they showed Shinsuke last week.
Exactly.
So it was just a quick little
right
impromptu interview.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe he was actually offended last week and they felt like they needed to address it, like, show him.
I thought it was funny though how he started moving. It was just
I was bugging out. I admit, I was confused. I was truly confused. So Shinsuke finally comes out, and of course the Sin brothers come out and meet him at the ramp. He takes them out, but then Jinder Mahal attacks them. But when they throw him in the ring, then Shinsuke starts to build back up. He takes the Sin brothers out again, and then he finally hits Jinder with the Kinshasa. And so that's just, oh yeah, it was good. So I like that. I finally like him finally coming to defend himself. But I agree. I even wrote it down. This should have happened last week.
It should. I think so too.
It was still a good segment for me. The whole photo being him and coming out, I liked it. But I wish it happened last week. And I felt like they could have done more of a build, seeing that they're only 2 weeks away. They should have done it last week so they could add more stuff. Like this week could have been Shinsuke's turn to start responding to Jinder Mahal. And then the last week would be either them do a contract signing or something. Yeah.
But Shinsuke's not, again, I keep hitting at this. He's not that great on the mic.
Just take the mouthpiece out.
And he talks, it's like he's got a mouth just full of food
because he talks.
Like he's trying to talk, or he has a heavy tongue, or maybe he hasn't fully. He really know how to enunciate his words in the American language.
True, but when he talked last night, it was simply because the mouthpiece. I got in my mind. I was
he
like,
does have the mouthpiece.
Take it out
in at all times.
Right? So do you have bad teeth? What is it?
He shows his teeth all the time.
So why just take it out? Like you're trying to talk. That's why he sounded like that. And you're
it's just. Yeah, he's not, when he talks, it's not annoying.
Right.
But it's just like, he needs to be a man of few words.
Yeah, he does.
He's more of a combative person, so his actions, his physical actions does more of the talking for him. Right. And you ever notice sometimes most of the things he says is like in a one sentence frame. Yeah. A lot of times, like with the time when they had him feud with Cena, he was like, John Cena can't see me. Or whatever.
Right.
And that was just it.
That was it. Yeah, you're right. He
doesn't really talk much. I don't think he needs to.
Definitely. So next we got the Hype Bros versus the Usos. Before the match, the New Day decides to come out and literally sit ringside. They actually get behind the announcer's place in the audience. So while this match is going on, you start to see a little discord between Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley. And it kind of came to a head where I think Zack was about to do a move and Mojo tagged himself in. They confront each other. Zack's on the top rope. And, of course, what has been consistent in the past few weeks, somebody pushes one into the other. The Usos push Mojo into Zack. He falls out of the ring. They catch Mojo with a super kick, tagged immediately to a Uso splash. I don't know what they call it. And they retain the title. So, and then right after that, not retain the title, they win the match. So right after that,
they trying to put the belts back on.
No, because they're going to get it. You know what I mean? But so the Usos immediately come out and confront, the New Day at ringside, and basically to retaliate, Xavier Woods announces that we're not only want to